Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Rebecca Robeson, an interior designer in real life, but also one here on YouTube. I'm super excited about the video I'm going to bring to you today for a number of reasons. Let me just kind of give you the lay of the land, what was going on. I'm filming this right now here in Tulsa, but just 2 weeks ago I was in San Diego and I had the privilege of touring one of the homes that a dear friend of mine, who's amazing designer in San Diego, had just completed. What was different about it is it wasn't her own home, although she owned it. She never lived in it. She bought it to use as a flip. You know what a flip is, right? You buy something at a low price, as low as you can get it, you put some money into it, you turn it around, you put it back on the market, and you hope to make a profit. Well, that's exactly what Maria and her husband did. They bought their house for $3 million. I know. You're gonna say, $3 million, that's not exactly a flip. The concept of a flip still remains. You buy it for $3 million, you invest another $1 million in it just to get it up to where it should be, you put it on the market, and if you're lucky, you do what Maria did. She sold her home fully furnished, because she did such an amazing job, for $6 million.
Welcome. It's so good to see you too.
Oh my gosh, I've missed you too. For years here on YouTube, I've been known as the channel where you come to see high-end luxury home reveals, my own projects. My life has taken a little bit of a turn, and now we are a media company, not an interior design company, which means I can bring things to you, but not my own projects, by showing you designers who I endorse, people whose work I think is in line with the design principles that I use in my own life, in my own career, and what we teach on the design sessions. If you are an interior designer and you have a project that you've completed and you'd like to feature it on my channel, watch to the end of the video and I'll give you the details on how you can get that project to me, and perhaps your project will be featured here on Rebecca Robeson and the Ken Woven channel. All right, now let's get started. This is pretty exciting, pretty incredible. Wow, take me through and show me everything.
Let's go.
This is so fun, and thanks for letting me, bring my viewers and my followers along.
I am
what a
so
treat.
excited about that.
Good.
Thank you.
Well, I can tell you, I love how you did the 4 chairs facing each other. That's like my favorite thing. And emerald green. Did you know that's on my bucket list?
I didn't know that about you.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, love these chairs. Let's go look in. I mean, I know you're a great designer. I've always known that, and it's an honor to be able to interview you and to see your work. But this is you in action. So as you guys take a look at the before photos and you see what Maria saw when she walked into this house and decided to buy this house in the first place, the vision for what it could be, that's where the magic lies. And then you have a seating area over here and this fireplace. My goodness. Okay, I do remember the before photos of this wall.
Oh, yes.
Unbelievable. Your focal point wall has an arch entry to the master bedroom. It has a square entry into the office, and then a fireplace that is off-sided. I mean, for people who love symmetry, that right there was not going to give you any peace.
Oh my gosh.
But what you did.
The place was like a triangle, so it was really bad. But after so much thought and sleepless nights, we couldn't take out the fireplace because that was a big, huge expense. So
sure. Plus, it's a nice thing to have.
Yeah, and I couldn't center it because it would cost a fortune to move over the flue. So we just said, let's go with it. Let's just play off the asymmetrical balance, and that's why I put those tall, beautiful statues to the left to sort of balance out the space.
I remember you telling me that those statues are kind of like your signature thing.
They are.
I mean, I was doing design projects for 30 years, and I never had a signature thing. Certainly not a man and a woman holding their privates.
Well, don't take that personally. It doesn't mean anything about me. It's just,
right?
I think they're beautifully made.
She's very, what's the word? Not a prude, conservative. She's
sure.
modest. She's very modest. And then, of course, you got the stripes down the seats. Those are beautiful, those chairs.
These are my favorite chairs. These are from John Richard. They came out with a furniture line, and everyone knows them for accessories, but they came out with a furniture line, and they approached us and asked if we wanted to be the representative of their line in San Diego. So of course I said yes.
Now what I haven't told you guys yet is that Maria not only dabbles a little bit in real estate with her husband, but she also, and not only is an interior designer, like I would say she was my greatest competition when I lived here in San Diego, which is why I had to move Maria. No, I'm kidding. But she owns a spectacular furniture store called
Les Demora.
Notice the window treatments in the living room, how she has placed a rod all the way across the top. Now, I'm always telling you, Design Sessions members know this like it's yesterday, but I'm always telling you to take your rods to the ceiling. Well, when you have a two-story, like 20-foot, 22, 26-foot ceiling, you can't do that. You don't want to do that. But by bringing those rods up above the arched openings, it just added so much quality and luxury to that room. What's the color of the paint? Do you remember?
It's called Greek Villa from Sherwin-Williams, and I love it because it's a soft white. It's not blue, it's not pink, it's not yellow. You know how hard it is to find the perfect white.
It is.
It is really difficult.
So do you use it a lot?
I use it all the time.
I usually use simply white, but there's some yellow in that.
Yeah, I don't see any yellow in this, do you?
No, in the color
yours?
I typically use as my white, and this is a great white. And I love how this has this like ginormous, gorgeous mix of luxe versus a little, I don't know, what would you say, the chains on the outside?
A little edgy.
Yeah, kind of edgy, kind of sexy. Light fixture.
Exactly.
And you've dropped it over the center of the two spaces.
Yes.
And I love that.
Let me show you my favorite room.
I can't wait. Love this paint color. Okay, what color is this?
Okay, this is Iron Ore from Sherwin-Williams. I'm a big Sherwin-Williams fan. They just seem to always have the colors that I love. So this was a typical Rancho Santa Fe office. The house was built in, I think, the early 90s. So the wood tone was an orangey red that had faded over time. I wanted to keep the beautiful molding because of course it's gorgeous and it just goes with the structure and the character of the home. So I decided to pick this color to give it a really kind of swanky,
sophisticated and glamorous.
Yeah, glamorous, exactly.
Smoky.
Yeah, and you know, thus I have the little elements of the, you know, old Hollywood, which was kind of an inspiration for this house.
I'm thinking this is the original cabinets.
Yes, it was.
So what an incredible difference paint made.
And I don't like it when cabinets don't go to the ceiling.
I don't either.
But in this case, the ceiling was so high. And again, we had a budget, and I thought, you know, the black paint is going to be such an impact by itself. I don't need to do that. I don't need to
You
to
saved
go
yourself tens of thousands of dollars by not ripping all this out and starting all over. Although, taking a look at the before photo and the after, it looks like you ripped it out and started all over.
Night and day.
When you called me up, said can we drive out?
You know, lighting is everything.
It's everything.
I have a fixture similar to this over my master bed.
Oh, you do?
Yes, very sexy.
Oh, yeah.
Which is so perfect for a single person who, you know, I mean, at least I get sexy at it by looking up.
Married people can like sexy too.
Can they? Oh, that wasn't my experience. No, I was totally kidding. Because you've got all these what? Oh God. I thought a dog was jumping up on the back of me. I was like, but wait, there's not a dog here. My microphone came out of the back, dropped on me. I was like, where did that dog come from? This is so glamorous.
It's kind
Girl!
glamorous and kind of modern and kind of a lot of things mixed together.
Incredible. And look at these light fixtures.
Oh, aren't they pretty? You could also, you know, get back into your disco roots and put this on.
I was going to say, I feel this need to, you know, my flash dance and what a feeling. And then the water comes down. Remember that scene? Oh, that scene.
I know it well.
You come up with this?
I did.
To do a stripe effect?
I did.
So you made up your own fabric?
I did, yes.
Do you know, I've done that on window treatments where I
love
a really wide stripe, and you can't always find it.
And you have to make it yourself.
You have to make it. You pick out the different fabrics and sew them in. So keep that in mind. That is a really good tip if you want to get a really dramatic look with a wider stripe. If you can't find it, make it. Hey, how about this molding back here?
I added that because the walls were boring, and I needed to give a little texture, little dimension.
Yeah, and you've got a simple headboard that is tufted, but it's not overly tufted.
Yeah.
So it's clean, but then all of the silver nail heads ties that finish back in. Talk about a showstopper.
I love this space.
Oh my gosh.
And I didn't order any window coverings because...
All right, before we look too much, let's take a look at the before photos of this bathroom.
Let's do it.
The tub was raised and it had a deck all the way around it. You guys have seen that a million times. You may actually have something like that. Honestly, what Maria did just to change out the windows and to put in a freestanding tub, what a huge difference. Oh my gosh.
One touch, turn it up right now. Feel it going down. About to turn it up, turn it up, turn it up.
Did you rip it all out and start all over?
I did rip.
Okay.
This is the only room I ripped everything out. Well, this in the kitchen, which can't wait to show you that.
The kitchen.
But this, I had to rip it out. I really just didn't want
there
to
was
be limited.
Nothing redeemable.
No, there really, I maybe could have kept the cabinets, but it was, to fix them was the same amount of money, believe it or not, than to make new.
Yes. Here, look, she did her kick plate. Your baseboard, it's your kick plate, a different material. And is that what we have here? This is a polished nickel.
Polished nickel,
right?
yes. And these are quartz countertops,
Oh,
which
they are?
I love. And I really had a hard time trying to find what I loved long enough. And I searched and searched and searched, and I finally found what I was looking for.
And this is man-made material, right?
It's man-made material.
And they photograph the print onto it.
Yes.
And that's why you can get it in 10-foot.
And would you ever know that this is man-made? It's just as durable, it's just as beautiful, and it's the perfect material with the floor.
You can see that the master bathroom before had carpet. The wall-to-wall carpet in the bedroom came all the way into the bathroom. So she decided not only to replace the flooring to be tile, but she went with something that would combine the colors that she was using in these spaces.
Nobody's business. All day, all night. Yeah.
Smart choice, looks amazing, and that was a good use of money in this room. The same materials that were used on the floor in that pattern, she's used over here in the shower in a chevron pattern. She has the valves to turn on the rain head, this particular head, as well as on this side, there is another one of those microphones, as I like, you know, every chance I get. If there's a microphone, I'm on, especially in the shower.
I love this company. It's called MTI. Their bathtubs are just so special. I actually went to that factory and stayed there for 3 days and experienced all of their tubs. I actually flooded one.
How would you like to go experience tubs for 3 days?
I flooded one.
Oh, is that the one I heard the story about?
We'll talk about that another time.
Oh my gosh.
This tub is purposely asymmetrical.
Yeah.
So if you sit on this side, you are sitting more upright. This side is slanted back. So
how interesting.
You want to drink your wine, or actually you drink your wine there and you
right.
lay back and read your book
sitting
here.
up.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good.
And this is what the dining room used to look like. You brought your green back in here from these chairs out here.
Yes.
And then you've got a great area rug that is in your black and white.
This is a cluster, and I love this fixture because I could have added 5 in a row here and just created this beautiful up and down, you know,
have you ever done
arrangement.
that?
I have done that. Yeah.
5 in a row?
No, 4 in a row.
Okay, see, we need to get you a project that has a larger, longer dining room.
Yeah.
To get that 5.
I wanted to do this over the bathtub, but the ceiling was too low. Can you imagine how pretty that would have been?
Yes.
But
you know,
then,
plumbers are weird, or electricians are weird about allowing you to put fixtures over bathtubs.
You're not really allowed to do that,
No,
but after,
not to code.
After your inspection is done,
Then you can go in and electrocute someone.
you can electrocute yourself if you like.
Let's talk about those great window treatments. You've got those seamed. Is that a design element, or was that because the fabric came railroaded and you wanted vertical stripes?
Yes, you just
So
read
you
my
pieced
mind.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, and you know, you have to do that at times. And actually, what I could have done is use 2 different fabrics. I could have inserted another fabric in the middle, and just
or even
did
one at the bottom to do a but we've been there, done that,
yeah,
right?
I liked it.
Let's
I
go
just
look at
wanted to
this
keep
way.
it long and simple.
So you see this stripe here, then she's pleated it at the stripes, left this flat part unpleated, which makes it hang nicely.
Right.
But then this is an overlap seam.
Or a flange,
Right,
A
exactly,
flange.
exactly, it's
Yes.
a flange. And then you can piece these. She had to do it in order to get her stripes to go vertical.
Right.
Otherwise, this fabric would have run horizontally.
Yes.
But she could have done this all the way down.
Right.
And keep the same fabric, but then get that horizontal. I mean, there's a lot you can do. I love window treatments.
I love
don't
playing
you?
around with fabrics.
I do too.
Can
beautiful.
I show you a really pretty little detail on these chairs? I love these chairs.
I just saw that.
Because they're just in the middle of a skirted chair and a non-skirted chair. It's sort of
It's a mini skirt.
A mini skirt, yeah.
Yeah.
I love mini skirts.
Escort. All right, are we ready? I'm so excited. Guess where we're going next?
The kitchen.
Yay,
Yay,
the
let's
room
go.
I seldom spend any time in. Unless there's a phone in there and I can call Uber Eats. Let's look at the kitchen before. There's nothing wrong with stained wood, and a lot of you who are watching this, you may prefer stained wood over painted. But in a case like this, you know, if this was Maria's house and she was going to keep it, she might have had luxury walnut cabinets put in there. But no, she kept the budget down to a reasonable size so that they could make a profit by doing white kitchen cabinets. And look at the difference. What stayed and what went? Should I stay or should I go?
Everything went.
Everything went.
Everything went. This island was not here before. This island was 2 small little choppy islands.
Ah, so it was like a this and a space and a that?
It was like a this and a that.
Yeah. So you turned it into one huge one, which I would imagine added a ton of storage.
Oh my gosh, it was great. Yeah, I mean, that little space in between the two was just a waste of space.
Exactly. In this before photo, you can see how it had 2 islands. And you know, I've actually designed some homes that have had 2 islands in them, and I'm having second thoughts about them because it looks like a lot of wasted space to me. If you've got a really large kitchen, you can afford 2 islands, but remember, a second island requires a walkway through there. So you're gonna have a good 4 feet of wasted space, essentially, as opposed to having one island in the center.
Ooh, not with those nails.
Well, not with these nails, exactly, but look.
And it goes up slowly.
Oh, so it does it on its own?
Yeah, it does it on its own.
So did I just break it?
Probably.
You break it, you take it. I'll be happy to take this house. Thank you so much. And then this is actual marble or stone. Is it a
this is actually
quartzite?
Quartzite, the real deal, which we all know, but maybe our viewers don't know that in terms of hardness, quartzite is the hardest material, then granite, then marble, then travertine or limestone. So
write that down. That was very helpful.
Yeah. So everyone thinks granite is the hardest, but
the most
quartzite
durable.
is even harder.
Yeah.
And guess what? More beautiful. It's only been around recently.
Absolutely, quartzite.
But you could never get white granite.
No.
You'd have to go to marble.
And then marble is a
stain.
disaster.
Yeah, it absorbs. It's soft.
Yeah.
It stains. So this is the solution, and this is my favorite. It's called Mont Blanc. Okay, the decision here, well, first of all, the cooktop was here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
it was in one of the islands.
And I really personally hate the cooktop on the island because we know cooktops are gorgeous when they're new, but after you start using them for a little while, they look
right. Which is why I never use mine. I'd rather my kitchen look pretty.
Oh, lucky.
Is this is probably not by the same company. This is not
that's
Signature.
Modern Air, and I put one of those in every project I do.
That's beautiful.
They are just magnificent in my opinion. They are. That's probably the single most expensive thing that I invested in this house. But the investment came back to me 10 times over because everyone who looks at this house is in love with it.
Exactly. Now let's talk about what you decided to do with your backsplash, because that's always a big decision for people.
Totally.
Their countertops and their backsplashes.
Absolutely.
Countertops are easier to decide on, I find.
Yes.
But what am I going to do with my backsplash that I'm going to love for a long time?
Right. I really went through 5 or 6 choices, and then I came back to this beautiful beveled subway tile. It's a beautiful backdrop for this kitchen, and I didn't want to take away from the beautiful clean lines. This kitchen has almost a little bit of a modern French transitional design to it, and I just thought, let me just keep it simple.
Let's take a look at what this section, this space in this room looked like before.
Oh my.
I think you deserve an award. You did such a good job.
When I'm down, when I'm dry, no one else.
I like how you just had this plain section of wall here, and you did sort of a rolling cart or a bar cart kind of a thing. You've got your silvers going on in there. You've added
this piece.
the basket effect. Yeah, and you can pull it out and over, and I really do. Is this aram?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
You know, some of their pieces are too much for me, but some of them
simple.
It's just like anything. All manufacturers.
Look at this gorgeous piece.
This
is so pretty.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
I hate to give this away, but
oh, do you think she took a picture of that? I'm sure she. Here, just stick it in. Here, put it in here. I've got some room.
All the nuance, every letter.
These are amazing. I saw these at a furniture show a few years ago and thought, God, I have to have those someday.
Right.
And then as soon as I walked into this
house. Then you put it in this house and then you sold this house. Now you still have to have them.
I know.
Do you see what you did there?
Can I get one of those?
Right? Maybe 2. I don't think anyone will notice, do you? All right. So next on our list is what's right behind us. Hello, very obvious, the family room.
Well, it was a little fireplace here that went up about high, made of wood. And then this area was an angled wall, about from here over.
Angled.
And it was the TV. Yeah.
Angled walls.
Bad. Well, look how much space I gained.
Yes. That was just literally a
removing this
pocket
wall.
of wasted space.
Guess what I got? A bar.
A bar.
A bar. This wall basically was a small French door, and there was an angled bar across this way. So can you imagine
God
an
bless them
angled
for all
wall
the
there
angles.
and an angled bar here?
Question. But
Yes.
on the outside exterior, it looked rectangular?
Yes, yes. So
What a waste of space.
guess what?
What?
Can you imagine where the sofa was in a room that you took part away here and part away here?
Was it here?
It was just kind of floating weird in the middle here. It was
actually, because
awful.
there was a fireplace, so it wouldn't go that way. Where would your TV go?
It was really
Where
awful.
was the TV before?
It was in that angled wall.
Oh my.
So it was really goofy. It
Yeah.
wasn't good.
Yeah.
So we just opened up everything to give us maximum space.
So I have a question for you.
Yes.
Did the exterior of the house change any?
The color, yes.
What color was it before? Yellow.
Yellow.
Yellow. I mean, even the exterior of the house looks so much better. Just the before and after is incredible. Don't forget, if you're gonna do a home that you're gonna flip, and even if it's your own home that you're keeping, curb appeal is still part of the deal. What do you think so far? Do you think they like it?
Hope so.
I hope so too, because she's done an amazing job. Now, we still have a little bit more of the house to see, the upstairs.
Yes.
What's up there?
Some fun stuff. 3 awesome bedrooms.
Bedrooms, and how many bathrooms?
2 bathrooms.
2 bathrooms, 3 bedrooms. Are you ready? Leave us a comment below and tell us. I'm still watching Rebecca and Maria, and yes, I want to see the upstairs.
Okay.
You think
I
they
hope-
should do that? Okay,
Yeah,
let's do
let's
that.
do it.
All right, let's
Yeah.
go. Oh my gosh, that view. Oh, the room is so cute, Maria. And this is your favorite white color again?
Yeah, this is still
Okay.
the Greek villa with a little touch of a little stripe.
Right, super cute.
Sorry I didn't get to hang those pieces, you know, timeline.
Ah,
or-
there you go. But
But,
those would be hung.
those would be hung a little bit higher.
I'll do it. You tell me how high.
Okay, keep
Ready?
going.
Ooh.
Oh, that's just perfect.
Okay, right there. Oh, and you have the sea urchin light fixture.
I do.
Sputnik.
I do.
That's super cute. Can I sit on this? Will it hold my weight?
Let's try.
I mean, the house has already been sold, so if there's any drywall damage in this thing. Has anyone tested this?
No.
Ah,
You're the
no?
first. You're the first.
Oh my. Oh,
Let's see how good my contractor is.
okay.
Yay.
Yeah. Where did you make compromises? Because I'm guessing that with a lot of people, what they do is they spend their money on things like in the kitchen,
Yes.
rooms that are your first impact rooms, right?
Right.
But this is typically going to be for guests or your kids, right?
Or grandkids.
Right.
Right.
So you made some compromises up here. Can you tell us where you did?
Well, I compromised in the bathroom.
Okay, let's
Okay,
go take a look at
let's
that.
go
And
look at
let's
that.
look at the before picture first. Okay, so did you keep the original vanity,
I kept the original cabinet
but
bottom.
you painted it?
I painted it.
Yes.
Yes.
You changed out to this. This is called Taj Mahal.
Taj Mahal.
Yeah,
Quartzite.
and this, and it is the shiny polished finish.
Yes,
it's
it
a 2
is.
inches, 2 and a quarter.
2 1/4.
Thank you very much. And then you put in some grass cloth wallpaper.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So far, I'm not seeing major like budget-minded things
No,
because
no.
although you did keep this cost you something. You did change out your hardware. I'm assuming the same toilet.
No, I changed the toilet and I changed the faucets.
It's the shower enclosure
And the
that
shower.
you did not change
Yeah.
for the most part.
And the original floor.
Okay, so you have the travertine floor, which
Yes.
is what's great with the Taj Mahal.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
good way to tie that
wonderful
back in.
combination to use
Yeah.
with travertine.
And that's what's on the shower and that arch. That's what makes me think this is from the original house.
yeah, and soffit.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's that.
Yeah.
But you know what?
It didn't bother
You
me
did
as
everything
much.
so neutral that certainly did not stop someone from buying the house.
And that there was a lot of piping and electrical there, so I just didn't want to bother with that.
Too much. If it had been downstairs, yes, but not up here.
1000%.
And this one's got a nice view too. It has French doors and a little Juliet balcony.
Yes, it does.
This is cute. You've got another light fixture here, some artwork, cute little drum set. You know what it reminds me of here? I get the sense, this reminds me of a model home bedroom.
Yeah.
Theme.
Yeah.
You know, a theme, cute.
Yes.
And essentially that's what you were doing,
This
was
is a model.
creating a reason for someone to want to buy this home, which is what models are about.
And I have to tell you, not everything in these upstairs rooms came from my shop, because again, I was on a budget. So I went to a local consignment shop that takes in model home furniture after the models sell, and I scored big time because I found some incredible things that I recognized at an amazing price. So
good for you.
Yeah, so for model home, you know, rooms like this, it was worth it.
Unfortunately, this wall that the bed goes on, this is your obvious wall for it to go on.
Yes.
It's not symmetrical because you have a closet door on one side and a window on the other. However, because you framed your artwork and your bed in the center, you can only even have one nightstand.
Right.
In here, because you only had one, you made it larger and beefier. And I think that balanced it out, and it looks really nice. Very cute.
It's more significant. If it's going to be one, it needs to be larger.
Right. Here, in this bathroom, at least it's not tile, it's a stone top, but it's that orangey, you know, I call that a commitment when you put that color in there.
Right.
Then you brought your Taj Mahal back in on the two different vanities, which is nice. Now, are these new?
Those are new.
Okay.
All the faucets
and fixtures. But this looks
fixtures.
like budget.
Yeah.
Is this budget?
Yeah.
Because these were your budget rooms.
When you run out, you run out, and you do the best
You're
you
now
can.
at Home Depot instead of at, Perch, right? And then in here, you brought this back in, you took it into the floor of the shower.
I did.
And you've got it as a cut-in.
Yeah, because the original cut-in was not good. So
And was it this size?
it was this size.
Okay, so that already determined it. You just took out what was in there, brought some of the flooring up, bam,
Guess
you're
what
done.
color it was?
Yellow?
Orange.
Orange! Oh, goody! This is, I'm gonna guess, about an 8-inch, maybe 8 to 10 inch.
8 to 10 inch.
Piece of board. So did you have your contractor just lay those on horizontally?
Yes.
And
Yes.
then the original drywall is behind
Yes.
it?
Yes.
Okay, so you created, just like you did with your window treatments, in that horizontal, flange that you did, you created your own wall, which is amazing.
It's an inexpensive, wonderful treatment. You can go vertical with it, but I chose horizontal because it's more restful. And that was kind of the theme throughout, with all of the stripes and the slats.
So you heard it here. Horizontal is more restful. You've brought in some soft blue gray, steel gray in your throw here in your pillows, but you also did it in your lamps.
My lamps, yeah.
And in your artwork.
Yes.
Those simple things, and then, of course, you added a chandelier light fixture.
Yeah.
Almost looks like Venetian glass. Is that Venetian glass?
It is Venetian glass.
Yeah.
This was a little bit more of a blingy room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blingy. And to think that that backyard that they used to have, that tiny backyard, had one water feature in it. What was it? A 3-tiered fountain. Well, it was in at the time.
Eyes wide open, take it all in.
I noticed that your doors on this side are black and on this side they're white. Can you tell us the reason for that?
Yes, well, this is the front of the house, and I was not allowed by the Homeowners Association to change those. But on the back of the house, I was able to do that.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make those doors as clear as possible. So when I'm, jacuzziing around, I could see the golf course. So if I had more of those mullions,
Right.
it would obscure my vision.
Create more lines.
Yeah.
This is so tranquil out here.
Isn't it pretty?
I love it.
I really enjoy this space.
In my opinion, it is quite remarkable how crazy small this space is and how you maximized it and turned it into this Shangri-La. What did you do?
Well, number one, it started with the covered area. We had 2 more 2-foot wide posts outside
2
here.
foot wide?
2
They were
foot wide.
24 inches?
Yes,
like
hidden.
columns?
Times 2. So we took the posts out, we got an engineer to certify it, and we cleaned it up and straightened the arch out, and then we continued the same paver material all the way out throughout the yard to increase the patio space.
Right.
Instead of chopping it up, it enlarged it.
But you know what I noticed is you've created flow with the material that you used, but you also did a very ingenious, 10-inch inlay of fake grass, right?
Turf, yes, we did.
That sets in between. So what that did was it gave you that little bit of green that you needed, but it's still usable space, and it gave it some design elements.
It did.
And it doesn't break it up like you would think, all these lines. It's not all these lines.
We
it's very
needed
beautiful.
it. Otherwise, it would look like a sea of concrete.
Right.
And also, in tradition, there were gardens and patios back in, the French and olden days that had the green grass running through the stone. So we wanted to bring a little bit more of that architecture to the backyard.
Yeah. You've been able to turn it into an outdoor eating space, a barbecue, a chaise lounge, let's sit in the sun, and then this, my favorite space of the fire bowl with the 4 chairs facing each other, perfect for conversation. But then you added this water feature, which was not here before.
There was no pool or water feature or jacuzzi.
We are the moonlight and midnight blue. Into the silence we echo through.
I mean, you made such a huge impact in a very small space. So I would say that the value of whatever amount you spent out of your budget for this area was well worth it.
Yes, it was key.
Yeah.
It was key.
The house is beautiful.
Thank you.
I mean,
Thank
if I
you.
had $6 million, just, right here in this pocket, even if I had $3 million in this pocket and $3 million in this pocket, I would so buy this house.
If I had $3 million in this pocket, I would give it to you, and we could live here together.
We could. Oh my gosh. If I had
And design here.
This game could go on, and we could have so much fun, and I'll drink to that.
Oh, cheers.
So let's talk about the things that Maria did to improve this house and how she made her choices. She's a different designer than I am, but we have much the same taste in a lot of areas. Let me just point out to you the things where I thought she made some really genius choices. Number one, just painting. Painting out that house and getting rid of those outdated colors was essential. Number two, she made some very good choices on doors and windows. Now, not every door and window was changed, but the ones that mattered, the ones that were your first impression or the ones going outside. She also updated faucets and fixtures. Of course, the entire kitchen was redone. The use of black paint on the door trims and even in the office was a very calculated and smart move. She also made calculated choices on which showers to change out, which bathrooms to fully redo versus partially redo, and how to create a focal point in those guest bedrooms that was inexpensive but made a big wow. And I honestly think that Maria did an expert job. I'm proud to present this to you on my YouTube channel because I stand behind the design principles that Maria used, same things that I did in my practice for years and years and years, and every bit as much of what I teach you on the design sessions. So, here we are at the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed this whole thing. I hope that it was fun to kind of see me with one of my girlfriends. And like I said in the beginning of the video, if you happen to be a designer and you have a home that you would like to feature on my channel, there is a process you have to go through, but I would recommend that you email us at hello@kenwoven.com. And I think your title should be Designer Project Submission. Designer Project Submission. Let's go with that. And that way we will be able to find those through the hundreds and, well, thousands of emails that we get. And we might possibly feature your home in one of our YouTube videos. So I look forward to bringing more of these kinds of videos to you. Please leave me a comment below in the comment section and let me know, did this suffice? Did this fit the bill? Is this the luxury home reveal experience that you've come to know and love here on my channel that you've been missing? I hope so, because we could do more of it in the future. All right, we've had a bunch of submissions already, and we're gonna go through those and just wait and see. You never know where Dorian and I might be flying off to anytime soon. All right, you guys, I love you. Please know that I look forward to seeing you in our next video, which will be out next week, next Thursday at 2 o'clock Central Time here in Tulsa. We go by 2 o'clock. And guess what? You never know. It could be another really amazing thing. In fact, I know it's gonna be. You're gonna love it. Thanks for coming in today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Isn't this great?
You gonna turn the water on?
Don't spray me.
I'm not gonna turn it on. I'm just gonna use it like a, you're welcome, you're welcome, da 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 da. We all know by now that that's not how that song goes, but honestly, it should go that way because that da 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 da, that's the best part about it.
You should be singing that.
You do it.
You're welcome, you're welcome. Da 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 da.
And it's a wrap. What is this thing really for?
Don't ask.
The house comes with monsters.